So here I would like to give you the overview of the course, which is Content Manager 5.2 Administration and Implementation, which will have around 40 hours of training session, which will contain all your like from the starting of the implementation, how the implementation of the content management will go, then how the implementation of the object stores, which is the main repository of the FileNet content manager. So how to build the repository, then how to give the security on this repository, then how to build the data design for this, and then we can go for with the identify the basically create solutions. What are the um, add-on components which can go with the FileNet manager? So to complete the solutions, we can even I can provide you the scenarios where the solutions will be, which are the solutions will be go with, there are multiple solutions we can implement, there are case managers, and then the imaging solutions can also go with this. So we can give this case-based scenarios with them. And then there are content service functionalities are also there, like event, and means how to create the event, how to create the subscriptions, and how to build that for the case-based scenarios. So I can give that within this course as well. Then how to configure the content navigator, which is the your basically end tool, where how when we have to access the content manager. So this is basically the web tool which comes with uh, the bundle with the content manager, which is called, this is the latest tool provided by the IBM, which is called as the IBM Content Navigator. So I'll show you how to basically configure this IBM Content Navigator and how to use it with the content manager. Then I'll can give you the overview about the search performances, like how to create the indexes, search templates, then yeah, then what is about is about the content based retrieval, which is used for retrieving the content based on the text. So which is called as a content based retrieval. uh, then I can go with the main important thing is how to deploy the solutions into the another environment. If you are going with the deployment from from UAT to pre-production or pre-production to production, then how to deploy the solutions using the deployment manager, that can also be covered into this course. Then there are other things like sweep jobs, which covers how to uh, basically how to move the content from how to content from using the jobs we create it into the FileNet. There are a lot of other things we can do it using the basically using the scripts and using the designing the jobs inside the FileNet. Uh, then there are other things like with content cache area, where basically it improves the performance, how to improve the performance of the system. If there are multiple nodes basically segregated within the area, there is a one node which is connected into the Mumbai, and one node is in London or USA. Then how to improve the performance into the all these three nodes using the content cache area. So that can also be covered into this course. So then yeah, so these are the main topics which covers into this content management. So installation, basically the installation also uh, uh, depends, means how you have to go with, because the FileNet supports Unix and Windows environments.
Mhm.
So and basically for that you have to require when I go with the installation, so I have to start with the database installation first. then the configuring the Active Directory, and then configure your WebSphere or your application server. So even application server can, there are multiple application server can also be supported with this within the FileNet. Like there is a WebSphere, IBM WebSphere application server or JBoss. So depending on the application server you choose, your configuration and installation may vary. If you go with the Oracle, then there will be a different installation and configuration settings. If you go with the DB2, then the settings will be different. Um, Let me check. Basically, where if the basically IBM when they provide the packages, it comes with the IBM DB2. So most of the
Mm-hmm.
times the installation covers the IBM DB2 only. So for Oracle, basically then we need to have the Oracle database with it should be the licensed one. So it will be a little difficult if we include the Oracle database.
And
So even even if the FileNet 5.1 or 5.2, even if you go with, then there will be a different scenarios. Like 5.1 has an entire different structure with the
mm-hmm.
5.2. So because in the previous version of the FileNet, where the content engine and process engine were different, now it was included as a one uh, JVM.
Package. Okay.
So the installation in 5.2 is little bit simple compared to the previous one. We can do with the Workplace XT
Mm-hmm.
also. But Workplace XT is the older one, older version of the FileNet. So this can also be supported. If we can go with the Workplace XT
So
installation, this is the first UI which was around 7 to 8 years old. Then
yeah.
it comes Workplace XT. The only advantage of the workplace is that you can basically they have provided all the APIs. So basically in workplace, the only advantage was that they have IBM has provided all the API basically APIs. So based on that, you can customize your workplace and depending on your client's requirement. But in workplace actually you cannot do that. So to avoid those things, and there were a lot of issues in workplace and workplace related to the JRE or Java related issues. So to
Mm-hmm.
avoid those, and basically the to avoid the dependencies between the multiple UIs, so IBM has come up with the universal UI called as a content navigator, which can be used in multiple uh, interfaces. Like you can use it content management, you can use it case management, you can use as the image, for the data cap, then for the content based sorry then for other 2 3 repositories you can use it as a single URL. So that is the advantage of using the content navigator. uh,
Mm-hmm.
and also basically for the administration purpose, we have to use it as a kind of finite enterprise manager, which was also replaced by ACC, which is a web-based tool.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Basically, FAME was a older version, which was a thick client where you can do all the administration work of the content management. It's a basically it's a configuration management tool, like admin tool. You can call it as a admin tool.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
can do all your you have to configure all the properties, then doc classes, everything. You have to do it into the ACC. So basically, for the FileNet administration, you have to be good in all the products or everything. Like you have to be good in Windows, you have to be good in Unix, you have to be good in database. Everything means everything which related to the system, you have to be good at it. So basically, there are a lot of issues which can occur. Like there will be a slowness, which you have to basically identify. Basically, the slowness comes from where? Whether it can be from the database, it can be from um, server, it can be a network issue as well. So you have to identify those kind of issues because identify the slowness is a very the most difficult task generally we face as a support analyst. slowness, basically slowness in the application, like if users are using the application and they
Mm-hmm.
face like when they're going to attach a document into the content repository, it takes
Mm-hmm.
a lot more time compared to the normal one. So
Yeah.
it's very like we are facing a slowness. So you have to identify how to basically what is the issue in that. So you have to check you have to check the logs, you have to check all the like business logs in the presentation logs, then you have to check into the database, everything. So depending on that, if there is a issue in the database, then you have to escalate to the DBA, or if there is a issue with the network, then you have to escalate the matter to the network team. So you have to uh, identify the root cause for that. See, there are a lot of things. As an administration, you have to do it. Like even in the process engine, there are a lot of things you have to like as an administrator, you have to manage it. Even like how to configure the process engine. Then how to. There are a lot of other things like in same as a content manager, you have to configure the process engine repository as well. There are a lot of things like rosters, then the work queues, those you have to define. So those are the defined by the administrator only, finite administrator task is